Review Bra also dropped his hardest diss on Chick-Fil-A too. Bro hated the fries. Did they do something different to their fries? Or did he just really not like their waffle fries? Wait, what? I don't know why I typed in Review Bra. I could have just gone to his actual channel.
Alright. First things first. I mean every single word of the title of this video. But I have to emphasize, this doesn't necessarily come from a place of anger. You have to understand that. More so, it's the type where
disappointment. That's so much worse.
It comes from bitter disappointment, really. Just bitter disappointment and almost sadness, in a sense.
When did Chick-fil-A get new fries?
You have places, granted, you know, in the fast food hierarchy, where quality...
I work Chick-fil-A, we added more starch so they cook better. How recently? I had Chick-fil-A not too long ago. The fries tasted just fine.
These days isn't necessarily expected, which is a
Review
shame.
Bra? Yeah, he is Rodriguez. He's great.
You know, should never be that way in the first place. But it's the way that it is. There are many establishments that, you know, pump out release after release after release, and more often than not, the releases are quite iffy, oftentimes bad, so it's at that point where I can't necessarily expect the world from so many places. But if there is one place out there that, for the most part, has either met or even exceeded expectations with regularity for the most part, it's been Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, they do have an incredible reputation.
Viewers of the channel, you know,
let me see him take a bite. I want to see him wince.
Places out from Chick-fil-A anyway. So, all right, what's so wrong with them? Well, let's find out.
Oh, no crunch, not crisp. Interesting, soggy, flimsy, flaccid, not good. I can see the disappointment. It's measurable. Jesus, he's going through the wormhole right now.
Number one, they're not overly crispy.
I noticed,
so
yeah.
There goes that whole narrative. Personally, I don't really want fries that are super crispy anyway. I felt like the texture that they had going is good enough, where, you know, there's a degree of firmness and at least a little bit of a crisp, you know, structure, but it doesn't need to be like something that's going to break your teeth or anything.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It hasn't been that long since I had the fries. They tasted exactly how I remember from when I was but a wee toddler. Did he get, like, a different kind of fry recipe at his local Chick-fil-A? Like, is there actually... I need to look it up. Did they make sweeping changes? One guy said they added more starch, but, like, I didn't notice. Here's an article about it from 3 days ago, which actually predates Review Bra. Chick-fil-A's new recipe for crispier waffle fries has customers up in arms. You might not need to be a super taster to recognize... Why is this even hyperlinked? Are you a super taster? About a quarter of the population has an especially sensitive sense of taste. What? Who gives a fuck? Man, this is the lamest superpower of all time. I taste things a little bit better? To recognize that Chick-fil-A's popular waffle potato fries taste different according to customers who have been posting about it across social media. 2 months ago, a Reddit user wrote, I noticed that the fries are now crispier, but, like, not in a good way. It seems like they almost like battered fries now and just don't have the same taste. Needless to say, I'm not a huge fan. 132 people have commented on the same thread that the fries taste a little stale and are rubbery, old, and dry. Man, start up those fryers. I'm going to have to go in and check for myself. I've had Chick-fil-A quite a bit over the last few months. I did not notice a difference. Am I just the anti-taster? Just yeses and nos. Have you noticed a difference in the fries? And be honest. You can't lie here. If you lie, you go to hell. Majority no on both chats. Some yeses sprinkled in there. Those must be the prodigies. The super tasters amongst us. Stanley, get on it. We need to get them in the MCU. Okay, so most people are in my camp where they haven't noticed the difference. And a surprise to no one, that makes Review Bra a super taster. He was born with the gift. Okay, last year we made a slight adjustment to our waffle potato fries recipe, which offers the same great taste while also making our waffle potato fries stay crispier longer. Chick-fil-A told Fast Company in a statement. According to a Chick-fil-A spokesperson, the crispier fries have been tested in markets for more than a year now, and the change took place months ago. Fast food chain's website also notes that while the new recipe doesn't contain any of the 9 major allergens, the fry coating does contain pea starch. More like PP, am I right? Jesus. Popular fast food chain known for its chicken... No, this is just... Wait, what? What is this? Just last year, the company backpedaled on a pledge to exclusively serve 100% antibiotic-free chicken in order to maintain a supply of high-quality chicken due to post-pandemic chicken shortages, a decision that received widespread criticism from customers. That kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some fucking Chick-fil-A fries tomorrow and try them for myself. You know what? You know what? The last few times I've had Chick-fil-A, I did Uber Eats it. Nope, that's not true. I also went and ate it at the facility itself. So I've had a spread of both, and I've noticed no difference in the fries' crisp texture. You can't because it's Sunday. Curse this forsaken world. I had them today, liked them, but I also asked for extra crispy at Raising Cane's too. Can you do that? Can you just do that at Raising Cane's? I want fries. Extra crispy. It's like some James Bond shit. Shake and not stir. Do you really do that at Raising Cane's? You can do that anywhere. What do you mean you can do it? What? Chat. Who goes to fast food and says, I want them extra crispy to their fries? Is that... Am I living under a rock? Do people do that? This one is most people saying yes. I have never heard that shit in my fucking life. That sounds like it'd be so annoying. Man, just get your fucking fries and be happy. What the fuck? Oh my god, I had no idea. I'm a manager at Dairy Queen. Caps lock, yes. Holy shit, that sounds terrible. Wingstop even has that as an option on their website. I gotta see that for myself. That sounds like something someone would have made up for like an annoying character in a cartoon. Like, yes, I'd make it extra crispy, like fucking Bubble Bass. Make it swim. I've never heard that in my life. You're right. Oh my god, you're right. Holy shit. RIP TikTok, but there's even a tutorial on TikTok for what you should say to get extra crispy fries at fast food places. They're even giving tutorials. I'm a cook at Dairy Queen. They ask for it so much. Most of my friends have preference of fries that 90% of places will accommodate. Well done, lightly fried, no salt, anything. You're going to fast food, man. Why are you doing gourmet specifications for your fucking fries? Because we're paying the same as sit-down restaurants now. You know what? I will give you that. That was the best argument I've heard so far. Man, that fucking Chick-fil-A that I was talking about that I've been getting recently, that is not cheap. At all, actually. That is so true. I'll give you that. Fair enough, then. Fair enough. Let me go back to the review. There's a membership mad low. Oh, he spiked it like Gronk in the end zone. He is upset.
No, all the life, essentially, is just sucked right out of these fries. They're flavorless. They almost taste... It's like cardboard, for lack of a better word. They're dry. They're flavorless. They sort of have this... It's so weird. Where it's like there's this artificially firm consistency on the outside, and then it's just this flavorless mush on the inside. It's like a cardboard encapsulation, then with just this flavorless, not quite powdery, it's not that bad, but...
I just didn't notice. I think at the end of the day, he seems to really not like them. I need to try their new recipe, I guess. I will say I haven't noticed them being crispier, so I think they definitely failed on that front. It's not like they've been significantly crispified. So I feel like it was just super unnecessary. Also, who gives a shit? Like, I don't think, like, Chick-Fil-A's been printing money for how long now? I don't think they really needed to revamp their formula unless they just wanted to cut corners and save money. Because every company does that now, where like they will squeeze every possible angle for a couple extra bucks. Maybe that's why. Bring Matt with you. I bet he's a super taster. Yeah, maybe you're right. Thanks for membership, Johannes and Amit. You pretty much will feel if they're coated anything with potato starch.
But flavorless, almost sort of, it has a dry quality to it also. Maybe it's slight oiliness. Just mush. It tastes like...
Thanks, you said, Braden.
Here's one thing that it reminds me of. It reminds me of like very cheap, frozen fries that have just been like sitting in a freezer for a year longer than they ought to have been. That's just stale and freezer burned. And the quality of these is just abysmal. It really is. And it's such a shame, too.
Is that right, Matthew? I believe that.
These are actually some of my favorite fast food fries. As a matter of fact, you could go ahead and watch a video that I did, and maybe I'll link it in the description.
He was almost tearing up there just remembering the greatness of the fries.
I did a review of all the various fries, you know, from fast food places, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, etc. And you know what came out as number one? Chick-Fil-A. And
thanks, Tony.
Back then, and even just a month or two ago, quality of these was so much better. So part of me finds it hard to believe that just some fibers from peas can take such a good thing and drive it into the ground as greatly as they did. I mean, if that's the case, it is what it is. But back then, I mean, it used to just be so much better than what it is now. They used to actually be flavorful. The texture was perfect. And like I said, another reason, they say that they did this to improve the crisp, to make them more crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I'm sure there are people out there who have complained about the texture of that.
I just learned about that myself, actually, Review Bra.
Sort of organized mass feedback, at least in the comments and everything that I peruse on this channel, talking about the Chick-fil-A fries and how they need to be so much crispier. And never once have I even seen that.
I also never saw anything like that. I think probably the root of it was whatever they did for their new recipe is ultimately cheaper, and they thought they could keep the fries taste the same, but they couldn't. I actually like that their fries could fold into the sauce cups without breaking. Stop dipping your fries and pour the sauce on them like a man. That's stupid. You're stupid for that. Then your hands get all yucky and then you need to fucking wipe them off like a toddler, like a little child. Just be a civilized grown adult and dip them. Use a fork. Oh, you make me sick. Using a fork for your fries because you doused them in sauce. Grow up. Grow up. I'm surprised the higher ups haven't changed it to get more money. That's the next thing. Hey, clip this. Put it in the books. I don't know when it's going to happen. Sometime in the future, Chick-fil-A will be opened on Sundays. Every company in the country is in this phase of we have to make record profits every year or else. Which is why you're getting so many things downgrading and cutting corners. Chick-fil-A, in their desperation, has already changed their fry formula. And I think the next one will be we're opening Sundays for more profits. Mark it. That's my prediction. They're in this endless pursuit for record profits every single fucking year. No matter what. Chick-fil-A being open on Sunday would actually be positive, though. Yeah, that's one that actually wouldn't be negative. But point is, the point is they're going to go back on their morals, because the reason they don't open on Sunday is because of their religious beliefs, how Sunday is the Lord's Day, so you take the day off. They're going to go back on that in the pursuit of more money. Biggest prediction since 2025, women will bang robots. Yeah.